I guess I better turn that microphone on if I'm on the air. Welcome, everyone. Happy Friday evening and Saturday morning to some of you, but Friday evening here for me anyway. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. Right now what we're seeing is Cumbre Vieja volcano in La Palma in the Canary Islands, and we have kind of a poor view because the smoke is headed right towards the camera. Anyway, welcome everyone, glad to have you all on board, and just wanted to check a couple things. First off, I hope the volcano volume is not too loud, just kind of trying to check that out. I've got things turned down here, so I'm hoping it's okay, and if we can get some people to comment on it, that would be really cool. And next thing I want to say is, hey, if you're watching the stream, please take a look at the chat box. If it says top chat or live chat, you are indeed watching the live stream. If it happens to say top chat replay or live chat replay, then that basically is telling you you've watching the stream after it is already finished. All those fine people that you see in the chat box have gone home, and I've got my feet up somewhere or something, and you can still watch the stream, of course, and you can still make comments down below, just so you know. But you cannot interact with all those people that were in this chat. They've gone. They're disappeared. Anyway, as we carry on here, I noticed Lucas Snow made it in as the first guy today. So Lucas gets the cookies again. And I'm glad Lucas gets the cookies because Craig Thor didn't want to share his chocolate brownie. I asked him to email me just a little bit, but he said no. Anyway, it's a wonderful day. On other good news, I just wanted to report real quick was BB was back this morning at 4:20 a.m. and I am breathing a sigh of relief and very happy. She has been MIA for 6 days, and now she's back, so very happy about that. And of course, for those who don't know, I do have wild rabbits here that I take or feed on a regular basis and try to take care of somehow, some way. And it gets a little disheartening when you don't see them show up. Of course, they can come and go as they wish. And BB is back, so we know it was BB because LB was there too. So it was really good. Anyway, I want to say good evening and welcome to each and every one of you, of course. And I'm going to name some names just so you know that I do in fact see all of you. First off, I'll start out with the moderators. We've got Arizona Snowman, Piggy, and C&D Boy are in doing the moderating, and they do a fine job, and love to greet you guys and so on. Wonderful people, and glad they're here. And anyway, I want to say hi to the rest of you guys, so I'm going to start off with Doina Fred and Tina Sassy, Helen Metcalf, John Raper, Trevor Burnham. That sounds like a new name. Welcome, Trevor. Glad to have you on board. Also, Kevin Haynes, Robert Patterson, Karen Chadorowski. There we go, Chadorowski. I'll see, one of these days I'll be able to say that really well. All right, Rebecca Patterson, Marty Boone, welcome. That's another new name in here, so glad to have you on board. Miss Lobo Bob also here, and of course we already mentioned Lucas since he was the first guy in. Robert Frary, Colin Taylor, Zoe, Barbarian. Welcome all of you. Really appreciate having you all come back. Let's see, going up here, Ducky is in the house as well. Ray Scott made it in. Going up a little bit more. And Juliet is also in here. Honestly Skeptical made it back. Grandma B is here as well. Glad to have all of you fine folks joining. And going up a little bit more, Mark La Barbecue. And of course, we have to say what's cooking. Craig Thor 46. Craig Thor. Oh, I wish I had a chocolate brownie. Sharon Stewart is also in the house. So Steve Penland. Let's see, who else? Did I say Ray Scott earlier? Anyway, welcome all of you. Garabandal, welcome back. Henry Nelson also here. And going up a little bit more to see who else snuck in. Barbarian in the house. Sherry Lawson. Werner Gamada, I hope I said the last name correct, Werner, and welcome. That's another new name. Glad to have you on board. Tim Buckingham in here as well. Let's see, did I say Sharon Stewart? One Fish also in the house. And let's see, going up a little bit more. Ashcan is also here again. Welcome back. Brandon Fisher. OFU Lux is back as well. Glad to have you on board. Kate is here. Bladen the Dragon is in the house. Going up and trying to see Marty Boone. I think I might have said F or SCF LLC. Welcome back. Robert Lachabawa. Welcome back, Bobby. Glad to have you back in here. Kerry Castine also made it back, as well as Dream of a Hive. Connie Tyree. Mike Singleton, welcome. And let's see, who else snuck in? Doug Anderson back again. Good to see you. And going up a little bit more and trying to find some more names that I haven't seen yet. Silicone Avatar, welcome back. Henrietta, glad to have you back on board. And hope you're having a good evening. Let's see, who else did I miss, or shall we keep going here? I think I got just about everybody that's in the top part of the list here. There might be some stragglers. Oh, Flo Smith. Hi all, starting the car, we'll listen and lurk. Well, don't lurk too much, Flo. Please drive carefully. You may listen if you like. We can't stop you from doing that. Neil K. also in the house. And let me get back down to the bottom end of the list here. And Lisa W. is here. Bill Kimmel. Zainab, I hope I said it right. I'm new here. Well, welcome, and hope you enjoyed the show. Casio81 back as well. Let's see, who else popped in? Slim TO123. Didn't get me? Oh, I did get you now. Sometimes it's hard. I don't try to miss names on purpose, but when you've got a big list, it's pretty difficult to see all the people. Quadkim, I hope I said that right. Tasty, what? Hi, tasty Christmas piggy. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Piggy will nail you for that later. Jason Brooks also in here. Mars 2028 back again. Kathy H. Diana, good to have you back. And let's see, who else did I miss here? Ron of Virginia also here. And let's see, any more? I think I got most of you. If I did miss you, I do apologize. I will probably be as I talk and you pop in there, like Howdy Quilts just popped in here. So I didn't see him till now, and it's all good. Kimmer also made it back, so good to have you all back. It's a beautiful Friday today, and it's making me feel better. Bunsen burner kind of flame. It is. That is actually kind of true. It does look like a Bunsen burner. And even the other views are not the greatest. They're showing it at a little bit of a distance on the other one here, TV La Palma, and it's kind of very smoky. That smoke is heading just in the wrong direction. This week sucked. Happy Friday, everyone. Barbarian, glad the week's over, so we're enjoying it for the weekend anyway. Douglas Anderson says, retired now 8 years and loving every minute of it. Love the show. Thanks. Appreciate that you pop in and enjoy it. And that's the whole idea behind it. We do like having a reasonable amount of fun and kind of education and seeing what goes on. Anyway, let's delve into the volcano, and well, let's delve or dive into it. I don't think I want to dive into it. I think delving into it might be the better word for today. It is pretty wild looking. Let's see, a few more people popped in here. I'm going to say hi to Phyllis real quick, as well as Frosty username. Wayne, is it Wayne Dyke? I'm not sure if I said that right. From Sylvan Lake. Hey, glad you found the stream. And from Sylvan Lake, excellent. And of course, for those who don't know, I am in the city of Edmonton here in Alberta, Canada. And that is approximately 7,000 kilometers away from that fire thing that you see on the screen. And I'm happy that I'm a long distance from it, but I wouldn't mind being up close to it. I haven't done any more thinking and working on trying to get a plan going to go to La Palma yet, so bear with me. I'm going to explore that a little bit more since I have a little bit of time on the weekend, and we're going to have a look at that. Where are you from there, man? Who is talking? I just mentioned that. I hope you were listening. I am in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Okay? Hopefully you heard it that time. All right. And we do have people in here from all around the world. So it is great that we are a worldwide community of lava lovers. And we really do enjoy it. Mandy Connorton, I hope I said it right. Welcome, glad to have you on board. Anyway, want to get into the volcano a little bit more. So, of course, the one thing that always interests me is lava flow and where things are going. Terry Curry also snuck in. Good to have you here. Closest erupting volcano to you is probably erupting one. Yeah. In all likelihood, Mars 2028. It'd probably be Pavlov in Alaska. So, but I'm not going to go there. It's too cold up there. Cold and wet. Jane Bench also in the house. Welcome back. Let's see. The volcano has a big groove going down the front of it, or the side of it. I saw on YouTube. Yes, that opening is. That's something we can talk about a little bit too. It's very inherent of these larger cones. pretty much every cone is going to have a flow out point. And we did see that, you know, as the crater builds up a little bit more, it's got to go somewhere. And it will eventually find a weak spot and start pouring out. And that will kind of be its gateway to relieve the lava, if you will. So it's pretty cool. Headleyman BC also back in the channel. Welcome back. And let's see. I'm happy. Oh, Zinab says, I'm happy I found this channel. It's cool. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. Let's see if we can make it a little bit better. DJ Puff also snuck back in the door. Scott Hartman also here. Pamela Moncure just popped in as well. Pistol Pete, hey neighbor. Glad to have you on board. All right, so what I wanted to do was go back to this other view, of course. This was the view, of course, from down at the harbor, and they were showing the area. We still don't have any flow going into, let's see if I can get it to the right spot that I wanted here. We'll just move it. It's okay, we'll just move it and let it go forward. There, they were zooming in a little bit. And so we still don't see any direct contact from the most northern streams of lava. They still haven't reached the ocean. And I thought that was kind of a neat and interesting thing. So all this lava that it's been spilling out for the last little while, we know it hasn't been going to the north, so where the heck is it going? And this is, a lot of people are kind of wondering and asking that question. And the answer is kind of smoking right behind that hill. And we will have a little bit of a look at that. I kind of did a little bit of snooping there and tried to get a little bit of footage and a couple of pictures of what's happening with that lava. And hopefully it's going to be cool. Helen Metcalf says there is a deep square there where the house and the lava is moving, and it's going to the edge of it. Yeah, well, we'll show you that on the map right away, Helen. And it's actually not pushing on this northern stream right now, which is kind of unfortunate. But we will probably see more lava coming through there. Rick Kaufman also made it in the channel, as well as Robin Taylor. So welcome, and glad to have you on board. And all right, so seeing that that's back there, I kind of want to stop that for a minute. And I know I'm going to change gears here for a second. So we're going to talk about the lava, but we're also going to, I think maybe, well, hang on, let's see if I can do this right. We'll talk about the lava moving, and then we'll talk about the other stuff afterwards. Get into this one and hide that one. Okay, so let's bring that live. And so typically when you see lava, you think of it being hot, red, and moving along. But this is kind of an interesting quandary right here, when you can actually see, you know, that lava looks like it's perfectly good and you can walk on it. Except I wouldn't. That is very, very hot underneath there. And that is kind of interesting. And just had a very short clip of that, and I thought it was kind of neat to see that. So and this kind of shows where a lot of that lava is sitting, and you can see how well built up that is, and it is going right down the center of the most southern original stream. It's not, well, it's a secondary stream actually. That's where that lava is actually flowing. And if we look at, I don't know if I got whiteboard on here or not. Let me see if I can. If you look at this material here, you can kind of see the outline. That was a previous flow, and that kind of cooled down and just left it there, let it sit. And then this next one, this brand new one, is right over top of that material. So it's doing, basically building up, doing what it did, very similar to when we were watching it in Fagradalsfjall in Iceland, as the layers would fill up and bring the level higher and higher in the valley. This is quite similar to that. The only difference here is that, of course, we know that this material will make it to the ocean, and it will, in all likelihood, create more land over there. It's going to take a little bit of time for it to be able to do that. The other thing I noticed what it's doing, because it's getting higher in the height of the lava bed is getting higher. So the other areas that were untouched before, they are starting to fill up. So you're seeing less and less spots that were untouched as the lava moved through. So that's something kind of interesting, unique in a way. And let's see if I can get the next picture on here. And no, that's not what I wanted to show. Okay. All right, I thought I had another picture loaded up here. I guess I don't. Okay, we don't want to show that other one yet. That's a special one. That's not till after the break. No, piggies, you didn't see that. Don't hide your eyes. Yeah, seed peek. Yeah, you need to hide your eyes. You didn't see that. Just pretend it wasn't there. Anyway, it's all good, guys. Anyhow, we'll get right to the 3D map, because this is what is kind of interesting. And I know in this depiction it doesn't look as interesting or well. So what I had done was went to the 3D map page, and I picked out this one, and I thought this was a little bit more sensible in the terms of where's the lava going now. Although this was only updated yesterday, so that new lava flow we just seen in the middle of that lava bed, it was not in there yet. And I am actually going to add crayons to this, since I don't have them working yet on this page. And we will kind of try to draw that lava in where it actually is sitting. So that lava, well, actually 41st day, actually, yeah, you see some of it here, of course. But we did have that lava flow coming down here, and what we were seeing was sitting probably right around here. So we do have it moving in that direction as well. So all the red stuff on the outside, that is the latest that's sitting there. The yellow lines that I've put in there is today's. And of course you can see that we had some new flows, fairly fresh flows from yesterday, day before. And we know this is the end that is the most northern flow that still has not got to the water. Okay, so it's just shy by a couple hundred feet, or maybe 100 meters or something like that, 300 feet. I'm not sure the actual distance or measurement, but that's where it's at. And of course this one here, this was the number one flow that we had into the ocean, and this would have been flow number 2, but it stopped there. The original material here underlying it is also lava. Well, all of it is lava on the entire island, but that X marks the 1949 eruption when it poured out through here. Okay, Now, I've been told there were several other eruptions that made some of the stuff further to the south, which is absolutely understandable and fine, so I don't want to mislead anyone in that sense. And those eruptions were many, many years ago. Anyway, that does look pretty cool, and again, boy, that whiteboard doesn't want to stop now. I better get on the right page here to be able to turn it. So you can swing that map around, and again, for those who wish to go have a look, it is at, all you need to do, type in La Palma 3D, all one word. If you put that link or put that word in there, it will bring up the link to the 3D map page. There are in fact 12 3D maps and then one 2D that you can have a look at, and it is well worth having a peek at it if you haven't done so already. And they do update it, so it's all good, and they give you a pretty good idea of where things are and how things look there with that material coming down. Anyway, that gives you a pretty good idea. This is just going back to the other map. This is actually one of them that they have there. Now this one does depict the vents or up top here, and of course they are showing 8 vents at present, which is pretty cool. And that's actually a lot of vents coming out of one volcano, but this thing has some smaller ones and some bigger ones, and we know some of the smaller ones fire off harder than the bigger ones do, as we witnessed last night. Basically, we had one there that was probably several meters in size, and it literally looked like a rocket engine going off and stuck in the ground, and it definitely burned for quite some time. The amount of rocket fuel would have been that rocket would have had to been really big. Anyway, looking at that just gives you an idea of where we're at, and again, we'll back out a little bit so you can see the entire island of La Palma, and just kind of gives you an idea where it is. And that's kind of north up at the top here, south down on the bottom, or approximately. It might be out just a little bit, but if we go over, you can actually see the rest of the islands, and then we get over onto the mainland, and of course Morocco is right here, and Spain up here, Portugal on the side, so kind of gives you the idea where you are in the world. And it's a pretty cool map, pretty cool setup, so if you guys want to go peruse it, again, that link was in there earlier, so by all means go have a peek. You can always open that link and right click on it and open it in a new tab, and that will allow you to still keep this one open if you're using a computer. If you're on a phone, I am not sure what happens. I've never tried it from a phone. I don't know these things. I know you have to actually get out of it and to go hit the like button, though. You have to actually X out of your screen and then go down. And I think it depends on which phone you're using. But that's something that I'm not too familiar with, because I'm always the one giving the stream, sitting here at the desk. What's it? KXNG Crooked. Check me out, spoofy homies. What? Check me out, spoofy homies? I don't think so. That's not how you come into a room. Have a nice day. If you want to try that again, you most certainly can. You can say, hey group, how are you? And see other wonderful people in here. And of course, we got Sky Tour live stream with wonderful Mark D'Antonio. Okay, saying hi, Dr. Fox. glad to have you back, Mark, and hope you enjoy the show. And a beautiful day here. So right now, of course, what we're seeing, no, the mobile phone has a cross, has a cross, you click plus, okay, click on plus, see the like button. Okay. I think some phones are slightly different for some reason. Rose, welcome. Hundreds, what? 100 years, that's it. Not sure if okay. You sound like you slept for 00? As if you slept for, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I wish I could sleep 100 years. No, I don't want to sleep that long. I miss everything if I do that. Fortis King Sifu. Kodak cakes are a product of Canada. Oh, Kodiak cakes. Got it. Yep, they are Canadian, eh? Anyway, the other thing I wanted to pop over and have a look at, of course, is our wonderful earthquake map. And I did get another map I tried to get working earlier this morning. It wouldn't. I'm going to try doing it again, but it is another seismic map that actually shows the earthquakes in 3D underneath the island, which is kind of cool, except for I tried to run it this morning. It didn't cooperate for me, so we will try that one later. I'm going to maybe see if I can bring that online during the break here, but anyway, looking at it real quick, I did refresh this not too long ago. I'm going to do that again just to, sorry for the white screen, didn't want that to happen, but wanted to just refresh it and get the latest and greatest. And actually, this is the zoomed out version. If you look, you see a few older ones over on Tenerife and also out in the water here, but they're little guys. So anyway, let's zoom into La Palma, and you kind of see that this one doesn't let you zoom in as far as the other ones, but everything that we've seen today so far is just below the 4 mark on our wonderful Richter scale. Actually, yeah, magnitude. So it being under 4, which is better for them, nothing is really shaking too bad. But as we see, majority of them are in the 3. They're 2 plus to 3, 3.9 really is what we leave them at. Dr. Fox, well, we'll be back. Will the back vent merge with the front vents? That's still hard to say, Helen. Some of these vents, because they came out of the ground at a different angle, different location, if the ground in between gets blown out and worn out enough, they may migrate together, but it depends on how much distance is actually between them. They will try to attempt to build a separate cone for a while, and then eventually everything, if everything continues for years and years, it would probably merge into one, kind of similar to what I guess Mount Etna did. It used to be a whole bunch of little spots, and as the cone built, everything went and turned into one basic spout at the top. So it could happen to this, although I still have to put down, what we had originally here. The material, or the length of the average length of a volcano is 57 days on La Palma. That's the eruption length. So that's something you want to keep in mind and think about, because that in itself kind of lets you know that this thing is probably not a very long-term event. And they've had volcanoes 35 days all the way up to, I think it's 108 days or something, and 57 is the average that they came up with. And that's kind of just where it's at. Doesn't mean that this thing is going to quit at 57 days, of course. It could continue for 200 days. We don't know. Still too early to tell. 2-minute warning. I'm thinking it's less than 2 minutes. I better pay attention. I'm gonna we'll revisit this after the break. I'm gonna put it back on the lava fire fountain, and I'm gonna go 1 minute. Piggy says 1 minute. Okay. Cameron, thank you for the maps and explaining everything to us. Very detailed. Okay. It works with the phone, and you're right, you have to go out of the comments to click on the like button. Okay, good. Glad you got that figured out, Kimmer. Benson, good evening. Glad to have you on board. Pepsi time is what Tina Sassy says. Manly Williams also snuck in here. Welcome. And Cheryl Wood also here. All you good people, welcome. And for those who have joined, if you like what you're seeing so far and you're enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button. I see we have 139 likes and we have over 310 people in the stream. Hopefully you guys can hit that like button a little bit more and get the numbers up. And the reason we push that so much is because it really does help with the YouTube analytics, and it does work. It really, really does. So would appreciate it. Also, if you have not yet subscribed and you like what you're seeing, please do hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification. And if you need to know when the streams actually happen, you can take a look down in the description. It will tell you that down there. Weekday streams are slightly different times than weekend streams. Weekend streams actually happen earlier in the day because, one, I'm not working, and two, it does give the European community a little better access to the stream because it's not starting at midnight or thereafter, depending on where a lot of those good people are. Having said all those things, I'm going to go for a break. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, a long way away from that fire fountain. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Don't go away. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Hopefully I didn't scare too many people. And, gee, somebody said boo. You know what? It is Halloween weekend, isn't it? That's going to be interesting. Piggy, I gotcha. Okay, good. Anyway, we were talking about earthquakes, and but I seen something interesting going by, and I'm not sure who the heck actually asked it, because it's gone too quick. I just kind of read the question as it was scrolling past, and someone asking about what are we going to do with all that energy from the sun? Well, I'm not sure what energy you were referring to, if there was another CME on the way or not. If there is, we're going to have some northern lights. That would really, really be cool. But just a fun fact, and Mark, if you're still in here, you can verify this for me. And of course, the sun dumps energy out at a constant rate, or fairly constant. And it is about 173,000 terawatts, okay, that hits the Earth hourly, and I do believe that is hourly, yeah. So that's a lot of power. You know, that's more than 10,000 times the world's present consumption of power. So if you want a power source, there's a good one. Now the problem with that, CME will hit us tomorrow on Halloween. We should see some auroras. Hey, good. I will make sure my northern cam is on the other stream. Sounds good. Thanks, Mark. And yeah, anyway, so 173,000 terawatts, and a terawatt, of course, is, oh man, just trying to think, that's a trillion watts. So 173,000 trillion watts. That's a big, long number, okay? Yeah, no, that's more than 1,000 gigawatts, but it's a lot of energy, and the Earth obviously doesn't need that much. But it's always interesting that there's other things that, you know, we learn about the sun, and you know, there's a lot of people that don't know it burns 4 million, or it doesn't burn, but rather it converts 4 million tons of hydrogen per minute. And you think 4 million tons per minute, that's a lot. But you take a look at the physical size of the sun, that's a big star. So it's got lots. It'll last us another couple billion years for sure, that we don't need to worry about anything. Anyway, getting back to us here on Earth, back at home. And I want to say hi to a few more people that popped in. We got Amanda Gwen, I guess it is. Twig is also back. Barbarian in the house. Bateau, we must catch the energy, and we could, you know. It doesn't take too much there. I do have to kind of throw something else out there. Not all of it is invisible light, like what you're seeing. You know, a lot of people sometimes are miffed by that. So when we say 173,000 terawatts, I think it's only about 47% or something is visible light. The other stuff comes as ultraviolet, which actually heats us up a little bit. So there you go. That's kind of a little tidbit there. Linda Eckhard, is anyone of you actually living on La Palma? Not me. I don't know. Is there someone here from La Palma tonight? We do have some people that were from the Canary Islands over on the Tenerife, but I don't know if there's any from La Palma tonight. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's too many numbers, Mark. No matter how we slice it, people can't comprehend. That is way too many zeros on there. But I wouldn't mind having a bank account that was that big with a decimal 00 behind it. Cool. Dr. Fox, the sound is popping. It's popping? I don't hear it popping. I hear it jetting out once in a while. So, DJ says too many what's? No, not two. TOO. Sounds fine here. Great. Thanks, Mark. Anyhow, Dream of a Hive says sound is perfect. So, hopefully, YouTube isn't messing you up there with the sound. Everyone else, okay, my sound was popping last night. Oh, okay, DJ, no popping here from Ducky. All right. And Twig says not on my end. All right, everybody's good. Batu, a German vlogger named Bushcraft lives on La Palma and makes documentaries. We know all about Bushcraft Bear. I didn't know he was German. Batu, I thought he was from La Palma. But okay, cool. 666 Mafia full. Please, let's keep it in English, and let's not do any of that, because that's kind of just garbage. Okay, actually, I'm gonna delete that. Yeah, remove. There we go. And let's not have that again, or that's one. Okay. In here you get 3, and on 3 we say goodbye. All right. Anyway, okay, Paulzilla. Hello, sir. I'm here for a bit. Welcome, Paulzilla, and glad to have you here. And on behalf of everyone, our sincerest condolences to you and your family. So, anyway, yeah, good to see you though, Paulzilla. Bloxy Man seems quite active tonight. Yes, it is in a slightly differently. It's not as violent shooting out. We did see some lava last night when it went through some cycles. It was blowing the big blowtorch for a while, and then afterwards it kind of slowed down a little bit, and it seemed like all of a sudden it was throwing up very, very large chunks of tephra. And I had it on my one monitor here, and I was actually watching it, and after a little while I realized I'm in a daze just watching this thing, and had to literally shake my head to get away from it. It's very hypnotic in a way. So how toxic is the air for people living there? Dominique, it depends on how close they are, and it depends on what area they're in. Right now, basically, the majority of the bad air would be in the exclusion zone, and they've done a fair job at keeping people out that aren't supposed to be there. And the other thing that the other area you really don't want to be in, of course, is down by the seashore once that new lava hits, because that, of course, creates some bad gas for you, and you don't really want to be there trying to breathe that. Light. Could the volcano totally explode Pompeii style? Definitely not, Light. It would definitely not. It has too many vents, and at present, so these openings, they, if there was a really, really heavy pressure burst, yes, we would see very large plumes of billowing fire and smoke and lava shooting out at various heights, but it would not blow up. We have too many holes. If you plugged all the holes, put corks in them, yep, it would blow up, but I'm not going there. Ash is glass, you bet. And that comment is basically that molten material. One thing you'll find, actually, I'm glad you kind of put that comment in there. That molten material, if you watch it, the very, very high ejections, the tephra has a tendency to be airborne longer and cools more because it's getting way up there. So it is hitting some cooler air and it's glaciating over better than it would if it was larger pieces closer down and lower. So the lower material, although when it hits, it kind of splatters, it's not necessarily going to turn to that glassy look. But that higher material, because it has time to properly cool way up there, that becomes more of a glass when it comes back down. And I wouldn't want to have to be raking it up by hand or walking on it in any way, shape, or form, because it would definitely be leaving some slices in your hands or your feet. There was a cat in the video trapped in a swimming pool on La Palma, surrounded by lava. Boy, oh boy, I hope the cat's okay. That's not good. Larry Vladica, welcome. And anyway, I did want to kind of talk about that a little bit more as far as the actual material. We did have another interesting video that our wonderful Professor Troll had done, or I shouldn't say he created it. I'm gonna see if I can get that up on the screen for you, and we'll just kind of watch a little bit of that and see what we got. Oh no, it wasn't that one, it was this one. Okay, so I will try to get that on here for you. I just got to get to the right spots, and this is to show you what the level of ash is just on the southern side of the volcano, and we'll get to it right here. So let's get that going, and then I'm actually going to cut the volume on that because I'm going to keep talking here. Anyway, he shows the area where the football pitch there definitely has a lot of material sitting on it. Obviously, you can see by the signs of the fence and stuff like that. The goalposts are about half buried, so that gives you a pretty good idea. And if you look down in the forefront there, you can kind of see how much depth there is just in that area. There's probably a good solid meter and a half of ash. Storm Chaser 1221, hi Dr. Fox, good evening all, La Palma fun, let's go. I'm gonna have to write that down. We're gonna have to see, let's see. Yeah, I can get that down here. Storm Chaser 1211, and that's a 5 pound. Okay. All right, got that in there for now. And anyway, He was showing some of the buildings, of course, and I do believe this was the some kind of a facility attached to that, perhaps changing rooms and other sports related stuff to that soccer pitch. And of course, the roof collapsed on that particular building. You can still see some of the lava, the ash sitting on top. And of course, here he turned back and showed what the volcano looks like from on the hill just to the south of that area. And to give you a little better idea where that actually is, we'll show you in a second or two when he gets to the end of that. And yeah, I think that's about it. But anyway, you can see that lava is, that ash is fairly deep. Whoop, that's not where we wanted to go. Wrong one. I need one more higher. There we go. Okay. And let's get back on that one just to kind of give you an idea of where he was. And let's see. Okay, there's our vents up top. And this is that building right here. So I do believe that's this one. I'm not 100% sure. This looks a little rounder than the other one. I really can't tell at this point, but I'm thinking that's where they were. And because this kind of looks like that building that got crunched up. So hopefully it is. Tim Vergy, no politics in here. None at all, please. Thank you. And that would be appreciated. So don't mention any of those guys. It's all good. Anyway, let's get back to the volcano for now. We are definitely seeing what it is doing, and I think before I sneak off on the break, we will go do a quick peek at what's happening over in Iceland. And of course, I backed up the time here a whole bunch. I'm sure you can read the clock on the screen. I can't in the little thing that I've got here, so it's a little bit difficult. But for those who are looking, I'm gonna see if I can get that playing. So we get rid of that other line. There we go. And it is still off-gassing. And of course, for those who don't know, that's the volcano over here. You can see the edges. And it's kind of like that. It used to be a tiny little thing down here, but it got a little bigger. So anyway, this is southern Meradalia right here, this upper valley, or it's also called Upper Meradalia. The valley in the back side here, that's Geldingadarler. I'm just going to mark it with a G. Notthagi is down in that direction. And the lava, of course, has flown that way as well as around this hill here. Or around the ant hill, so the lava has gone down that way as well as this way. So that kind of gives you a pretty good idea there. And of course, Meradalia in that direction, and it's done its thing over there. When we go to the seismic tremor chart, or harmonic tremor chart, this is what we seen today. I am going to refresh it real quick. I know it's pretty close to being dead on, but there we go. That's as good as it gets right now. One of the things I wanted to point out, we have a bunch of little lines here, these blue lines, and then we have some big ones, bigger and biggest, like this guy and that guy. And yesterday they pointed out that there was a couple of large earthquakes over 3 on the magnitude scale there, and that's kind of where it was at. My software did finally work afterwards, and of course it's always afterwards, right? It's never when you're trying to show things. But right here is the suspect area. I'm going to just zoom out first, though, so you get a better perspective of where in Iceland that is. And you can see that's all of Iceland. And actually, we're going to go back right to the top here and see what these two are. We had a 2.5. That happened well, technically it would be yesterday, but about 4 hours ago or something. Yeah, no, 3 hours ago. So for that one, the other one is, I think, a little bit older. Yeah, a 3.9. So that is a sizable quake, and there's some more in the stack underneath that. And I'm not sure if we can click on that one. There a 2.4 underneath it, and then another little guy on the top, 1.5. So they had a little tiny cluster right there, so something could be breaking up. And of course, when you're looking at the lay of the land, this is where the actual plates kind of meet, if you will, and that crack goes down this way. So that's where your North American and European plates meet up. So it's very close to where it needs to be. Anyway, we're going to zoom in a little bit, kind of give you a lay of the land first here. Of course, this is the capital, and that's Reykjavik there. This is the airport, and we will zoom in a little bit more here. This here is Grindavik, and this is the Blue Lagoon right there. And you see they had a bunch of little earthquakes yesterday, and again some more today. So no, that was all yesterday, sorry. I think there might be one or two new ones in there. I'm not sure. No, 28th. So that's all yesterday. Anyway, as we were saying, our volcano that we were looking at is living right there where the hand is going around. And of course, Geldingadalur, Meradalur, the valleys, Upper Meradalur, Nodhagi, and Nodkriki. And of course, this is the swarm that we had up towards Keilir. And Keilir is an old extinct volcano and hasn't done much lately. And here you kind of seen the big swarm of small earthquakes. We used to have a lot more, but the interesting adventure is this group right here. This is brand new. That happened yesterday, and that's where those sizable ones that I couldn't see yesterday on the map because it wouldn't work for me. 3.6 right there, and 3 right there. So those are sizable, and another 2. This is probably what, 1.8? Yeah, and that's today, 1.8. The other ones were from yesterday. This again is a 2 from today. So we do have some very, very fresh earthquakes there, and a lot of them. So kind of a mini cluster, and that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to have an eruption there, but it could definitely have something happening because of all the activity. Piggy, I see your message, says break time, and Paul Zilla said that too. And I am going to go for my break. Just wanted to recap that real quick in Iceland, so you guys should be up to date. And let's get it back over to our volcano. I'm wondering if the other view is a little bit better. For right now, it is a little closer to the intense fire. If you haven't yet hit the like button, please do consider hitting that like button. Really would appreciate it, because it does help out a lot with the analytics. And also, if you're new and you have not yet subscribed and you feel that we've earned your subscription, please do hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell notification, and that way you always get notified of when things are happening. And red alert. Piggy saw time for Dr. Fox break. Okay, I'm going. You guys are so pushy. Anyway, like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider that. Also, if you need to know the times, and please remember tomorrow is Saturday, so it's not the same time as tonight. Okay, it starts earlier by a few hours, and just to let you guys know that. I'm going to go for my break. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Please don't go away. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Thank you. And play nice in the lava. And those little things, just be careful walking on them. They're very sharp and very hot. All right, I've got the microphone back on. I hope I'm not too loud when I came back. And welcome everyone. You are watching the second hour of the Volcano Eruption live stream. And of course, right now we've got Cumbre Vieja Volcano in La Palma on the screen. And it is kind of a poor view at times. And that is due to the smoke heading right towards that camera. This other one is a little bit too close, but nonetheless, they keep changing the views here, trying to capture other things, and it makes it difficult to try to keep the picture in the right place. LOL, Dr. Fox, you made my cat jump. It was funny. Okay, I'm glad I made it jump rather than freak it out. I guess I still freaked it out. Love your stream tonight and always, says Kimmer. Sherry Lawson, hey Dr. Fox, it may not make a difference, but in case it does, your channel description only mentions Iceland. It doesn't mention La Palma yet, in case you want to change that. Thank you, Sherry. I thought I did. Maybe it didn't save. I did a whole bunch of additions because I did the tag words as well and everything else. So let me work on that later tonight or tomorrow, and I will try that again. I thought I saved the file there. Okay, you creeped the other one out. Oh, I creeped one cat out and the other one freaks out. All right, got it, Piggy. And speaking of Piggy and all things nice, Piggy loves sending us wonderful bacon seed pictures, and of course I'm going to show you some bacon seeds because that's what we do. We do that this time of the show. So let me get the bacon seeds ready. Well, they are already loaded, but it's just all right, so here we go. And of course, when you have a couple bacon seeds playing basketball all day, you know what's going to happen, right? You know that they are going to get hungry, so they're going to go eat. And of course, when piggies are hungry and they go eat, then they go do that. They go munching, right? And they do a wonderful job munching their stuff. And then once all that is gone, then of course, one of them says, hey, I want dessert. And the other one says, nah, I'm okay, I'm full. You go have some dessert. So the other one does go have some dessert, and he found himself some colorful cakes. And of course, being a piggy, he's gonna do what he does best. I love that. That poor guy's got color up his nose and in his ears and cheeks, and too much. We really do enjoy that. So Faith Grace, please, you can leave your religion out. We don't want to have that in here right now. We don't need it, and you are more than welcome to practice your own religion in your own home. I have zero problem with that, but don't practice it in my stream, okay? We are neutral here. That way we don't have any issues. And that way everyone can come in here equally. And anyway, we enjoy what we do here. So this is a wonderful site. And of course, we call these little fellas bacon seeds. So let's get back to the volcano though. And I just thought we had to throw bacon seeds on there. That one, okay, that view is still getting a lot of smoke. I'm wondering how the other one is. Yeah, we can leave it here for right now. They're showing this, you know, it still looks like that lava stream has actual street lights lighting the way. bacon seeds eating crayons. Could be well, bacon seeds. Yeah, baby. And yes, we really do appreciate Piggy sending those in, and they're wonderful. So Piggy's eating your crayons. I don't know, always disappearing. Larry Vladica says, time to go. Everyone, please have a great evening. Be safe and be happy. Larry, thank you for popping in. I do appreciate you being here. And have yourself a great night, okay? And hopefully we'll see you in tomorrow's stream. A couple others that popped in. Leo Carlson is here. I don't know if I mentioned Jane Binch earlier, but welcome, Jane. Mark O'Neill also here. Duchess of Elements also in the house. Let's see, who else popped in that I might have missed? I see 420 and Cheryl Wood also here. And Tony Nagy, I don't know if I said hi to you or not, but welcome and glad to have you on board. Adam Wood here as well. Glad I don't eat meat. Okay. Yeah, Adam, that's your choice. Everybody has their own wonderful things. And speaking of not eating meat, they did a study at UCLA, and I don't remember the title of the paper, but it was about the human body, the longevity of the human body. If you feed the human body the right stuff right from the get-go, it would be able to last about 920 years. And I'm a little concerned with that number, but that's what they were saying. And majority of it was a fruit and grain and that type of a diet, which is very interesting. Fruit, grain, nuts, and a few other things that they threw in. And I think all those are great, but I still think you need those certain proteins to make the body work a little bit better, and that comes from eating certain meats anyway. Just my thought, my hypotheses. Dr. Fox, Iceland volcanoes pouring out lava? No. No Iceland volcanoes pouring out lava right now, unfortunately, Helen. Unless something has happened in the last few seconds that I missed. Let me go look at the live picture and see. That'll tell me real quick if if Ragnar is blown up. And no, I don't see a darn thing coming out of it. So right now we aren't there. Paul Zilla says, technically we humans eat everything. Yes, and some of the things that we don't realize we eat happens in our sleep. Certain things that I don't want to freak people out, but you know, if you're snoring, sometimes mites and spiders and stuff just crawl right into your mouth, and you have tasty protein snacks that you're not even aware of. Yep, bugs. Yeah. It is. It's kind of strange, but hey, don't say it, Dr. Fox. Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. It happens, and we can't help it. Epididdy mouse. I'm sure those are right down on your menu. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Hey, I mean, this is nature. It's not me making this stuff up. This is what it is. Right, so mites maybe, but not spiders. Actually, barbarian. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about that. There's a whole bunch of videos on it if you want to go watch that on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, chocolate covered. No thanks, Sandra. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, it is protein though, and I wonder how that works you know, for those people who are indeed vegetarian and don't eat meat, how do they combat that? Yeah, it's kind of weird. All right, I'm gonna just sneak away here for a second and read an email. And okay, it's about, let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I need to click on the right space here to be able to bring that up. And let's try that again. Okay, someone saying something about La Palma volcano should be bombed to divert lava flow, is what this article is. I'm gonna have to read that on the next break here, but I don't think that's a very smart idea. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read that over and see what they're thinking, because I really don't know if that's a really brilliant plan of action to bomb the volcano. I don't know if they understand. The lava isn't going to stop. The magma, if there's pressure coming up from underneath, it's going to continue to come up. If you blow the cone to bits and pieces, that lava is still going to come out of there. The magma is still under pressure. It's still going to go somewhere. So what are they going to do with it? You know, like to me, it's doesn't fit the bill. You know, all you're going to do is spread out what you've already got there, and that makes a bigger mess. And then from there, if you blow it all to bits and pieces, no, I think it's I'm going to leave it alone for now. Weird idea that is. I saw an old historic movie that kind of looked like a flight from a biplane. Did that back in the 20s. Yeah, back in the 20s, but I don't, you know, that's kind of weird. Yeah, Larry Mason says, leave Mother Nature alone. She's just going to get mad if we start bombing it. Rick Kaufman, I would guess that most vegetarians adapt their lifestyle in order at an older age, probably raised as kids eating meat. That's a possibility, Rick. I do know a lot of younger ones that, you know, when they were in their early 20s or something like that. But I'm not sure how that would stand now. That was way back. Anyhow, yeah, our volcano view isn't the greatest here, so I wanted to pop back over to the other one. They're a little bit closer in with the shot, but still not the greatest of views for our Friday night. I wish it was a little bit better and that they had that La Palma camera actually doing more action. Zoom back out a little bit and see the whole thing, but it is pretty cool though, to be able to watch it. It's neat how it turns right off and then blasts up again. It's literally like it's taking a breath and shooting that lava stream way up again and again. Okay, trying to read some of these comments. JCam, so funny they think a bomb will help. This has the power of Earth behind it. Yeah, yeah, exactly, JCam. You know, all they're gonna do is blow that crater or that cone apart. That's not gonna divert the lava flow anywhere. And right now, why would they want to touch it? The lava flow is staying on top of the original lava streams. Why would they want to turn around and risk wrecking that? You know, to me, that again, it's no sense in it. Some people just lack common sense, is what Lisa says. Okay, Larry Mason, over 35,000 earthquakes and tremors recorded in La Palma over the past month. Wow, 35,000. That is just an absolute outstanding, weird number. And of course, let me just, this is that other one of the other earthquake maps that I've got here. And this was very recent. Now, something here that I kind of did, oh, Leo Carlson throws in a 30, wow, oink, oinkus, much as oinkus, okay, for the, oh boy, Leo, thank you. That's an awesome super chat. 30.99 Australian. Let me go Leo and Carlson and 30.99. Okay, I will definitely put that down on there. We'll still have to work on this though, Leo. Just so you know. Just so you know. But thank you kindly for that wonderful super chat. We'll work on it. And anyway, looking at this this map here, so one of the things I thought, okay, well, we're showing all magnitudes, and then I thought, okay, well, that's what this brings up. That's everything. Then when we click on 2 plus, nothing changes. All of the earthquakes that have been happening are at least 2.0 or higher. When we get up to 3s, we see a few less. And of course, this was for today, and if we hit 4, there's none. So we didn't have any larger ones for today in that area. Everything was 3s and 2s. And that kind of gave you a little bit of an idea of what's going on there and the area that it's actually in, or down here. And again, you know, when you're putting your mouse over, that's 7 hours ago, 3.3 right there, fairly large. Let's see, this is 1 hour ago, 2.9, and that's getting closer to our volcano. Our volcano is kind of sitting right about, hang on this map. It would be right around here somewhere, almost where the writing is. So that's kind of, actually maybe just a tad more, but you know, the fact that majority of it is happening here is definitely a little bit on a different side. Now, I still want to get that other 3D map working so we can see actually how far down those are, because that looks really cool. I just don't know why it doesn't want to run so well on my machine here. So I'm going to be working on that during my next break, which is in about a minute or so. Anyway, just to kind of throw that up there, and this one again for those interested in the map. Why is that not doing that right? There we go. Oh, it didn't do it right. Okay, we'll try that again. Okay, copy. All right, and I will paste that link in here. So that's the link to the earthquake map that is on the screen right now. If you guys want to go to that one, I have not yet put that in as the earthquake map. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. La Palma EQ2 maybe, just to get that one in there. Anyway, wanted to share that with you guys, and then we'll work on that 3D map later on in life for the earthquakes here. We'll see. Somebody's saying 420, 420, 420, 429, 420, 420. Okay, something wrong with that. Anyway, yeah, 429. I guess that was the guy that was late. I'm going to go for a break right away here, guys. So please do stick around. For those who are in here and enjoying the stream, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do consider that. Lisa P. Frampton throws in a $1.99 super chat. I'm going to write that down, Lisa. Thank you very much for that super chat. Appreciate it. Frampton. There we go. All right, got it written down. Thank you, Lisa. Do appreciate it. Anyhow, as I was saying here, I'm going to go on that break. So if you have not yet hit the like button and you do enjoy it, please do hit. It really does help the analytics out, and it makes it allows the channel to grow, and that's what we're trying to do. You know, we've got a very, very good community of people. Most of you guys are absolutely super in here. You know, and it is a very good friendship that a lot of us have developed, and I'm glad I started the stream. I really do feel good about it. So on that note, also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider that. This channel does have a very, very high subscription rate when it comes to viewers. Majority of the people in the stream are indeed subscribed, and we rate well over 50% of the people on average are subscribed, which is, for a live stream, is really, really unusual and high. Okay. Anyway, so all good. On those friendly notes, again, if you need to know when the streams are, tomorrow is Saturday, so it will start at a different time. Please do have a look down in the description, and we will put other things in the description. I'm going to do some editing tomorrow and work on that maybe even tonight. But I'm going to go for a break, so stick around. We got another wonderful half hour to come, and we'll see what we can come up with. And don't go away. Be nice. Play nice in the lava. And don't hurt yourselves. Here, I'll let you stay close to the fire. I'll be back. Okay, I've got the microphone back on, so hopefully things will be okay. James Bong, actually read what you said there. Have I missed anything? Like half the island sliding off and splashing that it put a sea on the moon, for example? Well, those guys in those the sailboats that you seen there for a split second, that was on the moon. Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's all fun. Link to earthquakes. What? Okay, I gotta read that. Let's see. Last 2 hours. Link to earthquakes. Several in the last 2 hours. Okay, we did have the last 2 hours. All right. I'll have to take a look at that. I just came in. Cool. Thank you very much. And okay, trying to read some of these things. You should set up PayPal. Me. Okay. The people who prefer to donate PayPal can send as a gift, and you get the full amount. Unlike YouTube taking their cut. Tina, I am actually thinking about that because YouTube does take quite a cut. Let's see. Chloe says, do you know if there is a map that shows how far the ash slash SO2 has, etc. has traveled? In Ireland, we get the residue from the Icelandic volcanoes. And I'm wondering if that would happen with this one. I don't think you will get it there, Chloe. And what they are concerned with, though, is that majority of this is blowing across the Atlantic, and the area that it's actually getting to is Central America. So you're going to see some of the Caribbean countries like Cuba, and I'm just trying to think what else is out in the water there. Puerto Rico, Dominica, etc. Haiti, those areas. They're going to see some of that material coming over there. What we really, really don't want happening is for it to rain. Well, that's happening. Because then that will end up creating, I guess, couple things there, kind of a bad gas of sorts, as well as acid rain, from what I understood. I may be slightly wrong with the acid rain part, but I do believe it becomes acidic, and that's not something that you want coming down on you. Cynthia says PayPal is more secure for both parties. Okay, I will consider getting that set back up. PayPal in the past, I used to have an online business that I tried to use them for, and then they had some other issues with it, and we ended up having to stop with PayPal because of what they did. So. And they want certain things which are kind of nasty, because they actually ask you to photocopy your driver's license and send it to them. And here in Canada, that's actually illegal, at least here in Alberta. And if you get caught, you could go to prison for 10 years if you get caught sending your personal driver's license somewhere. So, or copies thereof. I got to be very, very careful. William Lines. Okay, is there a main worry? The rain mixed. Okay, it's Leher is the main worry from. Okay, Leher. Okay, from the rain mixed with volcano ash. All right, thank you. PayPal is evil, Dr. Fox. I don't know. You know, Elon Musk was the one who created PayPal way back when, and he did really, really well when he did it. Aunt Autumn, I have never heard that happen on my PayPal, but I'm not a business. Okay. Lahar. Lahar. Okay. Lahar, not Lehar or Leher. Lahar. I don't have Lahar on my head. All right. Soros own PayPal now, I think. I thought eBay bought PayPal. Isn't that who owns it now? Unless they sold it off. Lahar. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got. Storm Chaser Timen. Okay, I'm not sure what that's for. All right, trying to keep up with some of these names. Glena Trilo, welcome, or is it Trilo? I hope I pronounced it right, one or the other. And okay, we got Francisco del Val Mirio, and actually didn't need to delete that one. He was just saying his name, from Spain, but welcome, and we do appreciate if you could speak English. This is a English speaking channel, so we're okay with that. Anyway, correct. Yeah, eBay owns PayPal. That's what I thought. Lahardi har har. Okay, Barbarian. Okay, I can't even make punnies. Looks for donations like we do here. Not if you have a business, because they also take their cut. Oh, okay. Yeah, eBay does, definitely. Okay, Duchess, red alert. I am predicting the front vent will burst through again soon. And you know what? It probably will. And you remember, of course, that when we're looking at that view, that whole area, where's my crayons? That whole area in here, that is all fresh, new packing of lava, or tephra, you know, all the stuff built up all the way down, because this whole area used to be open and flow right out here, and we have that big kind of rock on the side here that never did go away, and it must be a pretty big rock. So the fact that it filled itself back in here is a good sign. You know, it's a good rebuilder, so they should bomb it. Yeah, right. Tony Nagy, that message got deleted. Anyway, that's all good. After my visit to the dock yesterday, what? It's extremely extremely gassy. Yeah. Yeah, the volcano is fairly gassy. That's one of the things that I often wonder about, is how much gas is actually coming out of this, because we do see that fire, the literally, you know, what looks like a rocket engine is really what it does look like, and it's gonna have a lot of gas in there as well. That's it, Doc. Okay, perfect. Kimmer, it's changing for sure. Yeah, and that's something that we always see with volcanoes. You know, if we pay close attention to them, we notice the little changes that happen. You know, from afar you don't see it. You see basically an eruption, but when you get close-up views, William Lyons, La Palma Kitty, okay. Thanks for the 10-pound super chat. I'm gonna write that down here, William Lyons. Thank you very much. That's great stuff. And we'll put that in there just so we have it. Okay. So anyway, what I was talking about here was, you know, if we observe the volcano very closely, we do see those changes. If we're watching it, you know, once a week or once a month, that may, you know, go, okay, there it is, it's still erupting, but we really don't know what happened. But if we're watching it on a daily basis, you see these changes that happen from day to day to day. Like today is, you know, 420 throws a $5 super chat in there. Thanks, 420. And I'll write that down too. There we go. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate that support. Cheryl would care to comment on Krakatoa and Vanuatu eruptions that just happened and are happening. I actually am not familiar with what's going on with them right now, Cheryl. So I really am not up on what they've been doing. I've been actually, my spare time, I've been reading about this La Palma and the whole Canary Islands subset, or everything that's happening underneath it, and it's actually very interesting. So, you know, when I'm not staring at the screen, hypnotizing myself by the volcano, I do try to read some of these things. Dr. Cassie from Colombia, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. And of course, I was just going to look at the flag there, and I thought, geez, that's not the German flag. It's the wrong color code. But glad to have you on board anyway, and hope you enjoyed this evening's show. Talked about a lot of different things, and one of the things that we talk about here too is the amount of changes that happen on a daily basis. And it is pretty neat to see, you know, like a couple days ago we had 4 events, now we've got 8. The obvious thing with 8 vents, that means there's more pressure relief on the ground below. Okay, Dr. Cassie, what is the status / depth of the underground magma flow from the northwest of this island? Okay. We'll see what happens there, asking Dr. Cassie, and hopefully he'll come up with an answer. But as I was saying about the changes, you know, with the amount of changes that we've been seeing, it's kind of interesting to see that we've got 8 vents, and it continues to shoot out as much as it does. Although I do believe the flow rate, and I haven't seen any flow numbers as of late. Let's name the vents. Boy, oh boy, that's going to be pretty tough because they changed quite a bit, Laura. Fox 1, Fox 2. That sounds more like missiles that you have on your fighter jet craft that you're using to try to kill the aliens with. Tony Nagy. I don't know if we want to call them Fox, and I don't think we want to call them piggies either, but if we go to that 3D map, of course, you know, you see them there, the different vents, and they do change location very often. So you know, that's the layout there. And unfortunately, they don't show you the background of where, you know, the heights in here, because they're showing it as a base, right? Okay, I'm going to get it back over to the screen here. Hang on. Okay, we'll get back over to the volcano. Storm Chaser, La Palma, here we come. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, Storm Chaser in for £5. And then Tina Sassy throws in. Okay. So if I spell right, boy oh boy, £1.99. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Storm Chaser. That's awesome. And I got it written down. That's just so I have a record of them. And thank you very kindly for those super chats. We'll see what we can do. Let's see. Okay, I'm about to bounce out. Okay, Paulzilla, if you need to go, no worries. Rick Kaufman, Sleepy, Doc, Grumpy. Who are the other ones? Never mind. They sound familiar. I think I've heard that story before. Wow. Things just turned red at the top there. Finally, it's the weekend. Thendis Nye, you wonderful guy. Thank you. Hey, that rhymes. Thanks for that wonderful super chat, Thendis. That really do appreciate that. You know, $100 super chat. Awesome. And we'll put that in the kitty, and we'll see how that goes. Thank you kindly for that wonderful super chat. Really do appreciate it. And I appreciate all the super chats, you guys. Really honestly does help support the channel and get things going, and we're looking more at La Palma every day. So stop sending me money. I have the vow of, okay, I have a vow of poverty. All right, Irish monk, I'll they can just send it to me instead. Okay, so wonderful. Good evening, Sir Stream-A-Lot. Okay, Ryan Cox. I do stream a lot, daily, and I think it's better that way. That way people actually get to see what's happening here with these volcanoes. And of course we try to cover up, or try to cover as much as we can up to a certain degree. But I wish I had more time during the day. Of course I do work full time, just so everybody understands that. So for me to do a lot of research is tough, and it's usually I get the 15-minute cram version right before the stream happens, right? So that's kind of what I usually end up dealing with, and I wish I just had more time. But anyway, wow, over 300 people right on. Kananaskis country, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Jane Bench, need my bed all night, and thanks Dr. Fox for another great stream. You are very welcome. We are just about at the end of this stream for tonight anyway, and it's one of those things where, you know, we can only do so much, but it has been a very delightful day for me since for a while. I share my pot for the worthy. Why, Irish monk, that is so kind. Irish monk. Thank you for that €5 super chat. Get that in there. Holy oh, what's going on here? Tina Sassy throws another 3. Tina, you're gonna make me get a writer's cramp or something. Oh, I'm gonna have to get another scribbler to write on here. £3 super chat. Thank you very much, Tina. Really do appreciate it. And you guys are awesome. Thank you very much for those super chats. Definitely putting it towards the kitty, and we'll see what we can do there. Eddie Otero is back here as well. All those donos are awesome. Oh, mummy of hamsters. Ice cream in La Palma. That's like harder to spell. I am going to get writer's cramp. That's a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Mummy of Hamsters. That's awesome. And I wish I could draw ice cream beside it, but I'm not going to. Oh, that's super cool, you guys. It really, really does help things out. And Thomas Neal also in the house. Hi, Doc Fox in Arizona reporting for duty. Wondering what that height of the volcano. Dr. Cassie, the last reports I kind of understood that it was about 210 meters total height above sea level. And I'm not sure if that's changed any. Holy mackerel. 210 meters is what the last measurement was. So from what I understood, if I heard the guys correctly, it was being told to me in Spanish, and my Spanish is not very good at all. Dream of a hive. Dream. Thank you very much for that £30 super chat, and that's awesome. And we'll put that down here. Thank you kindly. I will. I do appreciate that. We'll see what we can do here. I really would like to go there. You know, so it's going to be a little bit of a thing, and we'll have to work on it. This is amazing tonight for Dr. Fox, for you guys. You were okay. Thank you, William Lyons. Appreciate that. That's awesome. And we are basically at the end of the show here tonight, and I do have other things I have to do, like feed myself. But I'm gonna do a little recap right now, basically of everything. The donations are running in like less vicious lava, viscous lava. It shows you are appreciated. Thank you, Irish Monk. Thank you very much, and I do enjoy that everyone is appreciating what I am doing for you guys. And of course, it's you guys that are the important ones, because without you, the stream wouldn't exist, right? And really, really do appreciate each and every one of you guys that comes in here, and does help me out. And we have a wonderful lava family, and we don't mind having new people jumping in. So it's always great to have a little extra happening. Here, thanks to Mark, the telescope fella. First time, and look forward to next time. Zabid Dog? Zabig Dog. Okay, Zabig Dog, you're welcome, and glad you're here. Thank you. And yeah, Mark puts on an awesome stream. And for those who don't know Mark, please do give it a whirl if it pops up in your thing. Actually, I should see if I can throw Mark's link in there real quick, just so we don't mess up here. Where's Mark's link? It's always so hard to find. YouTube keeps hiding it on me. They think I want to watch other things. let's just click that button. That'll help me out. Okay, there, I can go back to this channel quickly. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna throw that link in there just so you guys have it, and it's really a wonderful stream to go have a look at. Oh, Bob already put it in there, but anyway, I'll put the whole name in there just so you guys have it all, and copy that, and we'll do this. Yeah, so just so you have marks in there. Okay, paste, there we go. All right, so there's the whole thing. So if you want to go to Sky Tour live stream with Mark, and he's got an awesome show. Also, there's other people that are running the Volcano streams as well. We have, of course, what was it? I'll think that the guy. Hang on, let me get back in here. MT Coal Forge. He's another one that if you guys really want to enjoy that, he is live right now, and I want to throw his link up. He's been here, and I've seen his stream before, and he's got a pretty decent setup and channel. So. We'll throw that link in for you if you wanted to go there. You do also have other options. Like I say, I don't know if Duchess of Elements, are you streaming tonight? Are you still in here? That's what I was trying to think of. Is Duchess streaming? Tony also has, well, why is that not typing? Tony also has a live stream. I just hit that. Duchess says, yep. Okay. So, yeah, C&D boy Bob has already got Duchess's link going there, so that's all good. If you want to go over there, have a look. And, of course, for those other people who are interested in Northern Lights, I don't know if Talk has clear skies tonight, but he might have some aurora happening. So I'm definitely going to be turning on the northern cam here. I don't even know if it's cloudy or not here. I haven't seen the sky. No, it looks clear. So I'm going to try to throw my north cam on to see if we can see something as well. And that is on my home stream. And you guys can always find that by punching in DrFox2000. Or if you want, I'll throw that link in real quick. Copy and paste, I guess. So that'll give you an idea of what's there. DrFox2000. And this is my... yeah, that's my 24/7 stream. So Dr. Fox live 24/7. And boy, are you C&D boy Bob? You are really quick at that. Thanks. But we'll be moving the camera tomorrow, so I'm able to pan. Oh, 355 degrees. Okay, I missed faint auroras with cam in slow shutter mode. All right, Talk. At least there's some happening there. That's what I was kind of hoping, that you did have something going on. So thanks for letting me know, and I want to pop over there later too and see. Iceland. Can the aurora be heard? In Iceland? I don't know. I've never heard it in Iceland. Talk, that's a question for you. Can you hear it? I know we can here in Canada when it's really, really cold out. When it's like 40 below, okay? Minus 40 C. When you're, as long as you don't move around, you don't hear the rustling of your jacket that sounds like a paper bag. Aurora with KP4 and higher, you can hear it. There you go. And that's pretty cool. I didn't know it made noise. It does, Grandma B. It's noisy. Look deep. It's now volcano. Yeah. Look deep into the volcano, everyone. Look really, really deep into the volcano. It's time to say goodnight for this guy. So, all right. Running chow for now. Okay, Duchess. I'm shutting down for now. Sounds a bit like electricity. Yeah, kinda. Depends on where you are and how you're hearing it. But yeah, it does in a way talk. When you're in northern Canada, it sounds a little different. Okay, it's probably because we really hear it well in the winter, as long as we're out of the city, of course. Anyway, I got to get off of here, so I'm going to say thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Thank you for the awesome super chats. I really, really do appreciate it. And hopefully all of you guys can talk different accents in Canada. Haha. No. Different accents, eh? Oh, depends on. No, never mind. I'm not going to get into what the northern people eat, oil stuff and things. Good night, everyone. All of you, take care, please. Do what you can to keep kind, keep happy, and I hope that your day tomorrow, of course, will start with smiles, sunshine, and kind people. But for tonight, please tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, and thank you.